Hello and a very warm welcome to you. I'm Hayley Palmer. It's so good to have you on tonight's show because we are joined by Hollywood actress Charlotte Kirk, and here is what happened when I caught up with her. Charlotte, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you. Very, very good to be here in sunny England.
I know, we are here today and it's the most beautiful day. It's honestly, you've hit the best day. Because I know you've just come in from the US, haven't you?
Yes, I was in New Mexico. And then from New Mexico, I flew to Missouri, Kansas City. So yeah, that was very fun. I shot 2 films back to back. So very, very different films. One was a psychological horror, with the great classic horror names, Barbara Crampton, Lynn Shay, Jesse Metcalfe.
Wow.
And then after that, I was in New Mexico filming an action movie with Dolph Lundgren and Michael J. White. That was so amazing. I was a little nervous because they're such, iconic action stars.
Do you get nervous? I think if it was me, I'd be like, oh my goodness, is this actually happening? Or are you chilled now? You've got it?
Yeah, I think that I realised that I get a little bit nervous for a second, then it's like, okay, we're all here for the same thing.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter if I'm on a big studio movie or an indie movie working with A-listers or just great actors. We're all here to do the same job, you know.
Yeah.
So, and just work on whatever we're here to do in that moment and to get the best movie out of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Focus on that.
Well, I've got to say, we are here at Ginza today. It's a restaurant, so if you do hear noises like that,
there you go.
It's just all adding to the atmosphere, isn't it? So it's all good. But we're going to get some great music video choices of Charlotte. What is your first one?
I think I have to say Thriller with Michael Jackson. I mean,
I know every move.
Exactly. It's like the most iconic music video ever, I think.
Do you mean the long version or the short version?
No, you have to go with the long. You have to build it up a little bit. And coming from the horror world, I've done quite a few horror films. I think I can appreciate that, and they must have had a lot of fun shooting. Actually, they must have had all, the makeup, special effects. It must have been very fun for them. So yeah, that's my number one.
Absolutely iconic. Here we go. We'll speak to Charlotte after this. So just rewinding, Charlotte, how everything started for you. Is it right you trained at an Italia Conte school?
I did, yes. And after drama school, I was 19 years old and someone said to me, Charlotte, if you want to be an actress, go to the US.
Yes.
So I was 19, I packed my bags,
Really?
I didn't think twice.
Is that
and I was
scary?
Like, no, I didn't. I was just like, okay, if that's what I have to do. So
and your family was supportive?
No, they were great. And then I moved to New York first for 6 months, which was incredible. But then a lot of my meetings, castings were in LA. So then moved to LA, and I was there for a good 10 years.
Wow, that's almost like a movie itself, isn't it? Just sort of landing off that airport and going, wow, I've really done this. Because so many people talk about it, but to actually do it, it's like a massive thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's very important. I think, like, my motto is always regret something. If you have to regret something you did do than what you didn't do.
I like it, yeah.
Because at least you'll know, at least try, because you just don't know. You just don't know. You have to try it, and if you love it, amazing. If you don't, then you can say you did it. And you loved
it there, didn't you? I mean, you've kind of moved back, is that right? Or you're between both at the moment, the US and London?
Right now, based between the UK and Los Angeles. When I moved back after COVID, I couldn't quite bring myself to say, that's it, I've left the US, because it's a big part of me, because I grew up there in a way, like 19, for a good 10 years. So it's nice to kind of have the mixture of two. And ironically, when I was living in LA, all of my filming was in Europe. So it brought me back here. And then we're now living in Europe. My films so far this year have all been in the US.
It's always the way.
It's always the way. But it's a great excuse to mix and match.
Oh, you've got the best of both worlds. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I mean, in 2015, you got a role opposite Bruce Willis and Thomas Jane, is that right?
Yeah, that was one of my first.
That was your kind of...
Yeah, that was amazing, yeah.
just one of those pinch me moments where you go, right, okay, it's happening.
Yeah, and then like just meeting, Bruce Willis and how it was,
what was he
incredible.
Like?
I mean, just as you see in the films, that effortless charisma, energy about him that he just has to do that little smile, that little thing. Yeah.
I'll take
I can tell why you're Bruce Willis. Yeah, just like that effortless charm and charisma. And a lot of people that I've worked with have that, and I think that's a big part of it. Having that's something that you can't quite put your finger on.
Because with acting, I mean, in Hollywood as well. I mean, when I've been there, like everyone wants to be an actress or dancer or model, and I guess it's the mindset, isn't it? And believing you can do it, and taking the action, obviously, 100%. And just being in a lucky place, right time. Right place, right time. That's the one.
Yeah, absolutely. And the focus and dedication, and it might not happen the first year, the first month, the first 5 years. You just got to keep going and focus, and move forward, and eventually something will happen. Yeah. I totally believe that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're going to go into your next song, Charlotte. Take it away.
I have to say, California Dreaming.
Love this tune. It's a tune, isn't it?
It's a tune. It's so like atmospheric. Yeah. It's like just, especially when you're in LA, on the beach.
Oh, I'm just making me jealous now. See after this.
All the leaves are brown.
Now, I want to talk to you. I've been dying to talk to you about this. Duchess.
Yes.
Tell us everything. Yes. We want to know everything, don't we?
Well, it's almost like actually a love letter to the UK. It's a very, very British gangster movie. I was sitting there with my writing partner in 2018, and we'd done 2 films before this, very different genres, action, horror, and we were like, what do we want to do next? And then we started talking about like the best gangster movies, Scarface, Goodfellas, Lock, Stock, Layer Cake. I was like, there hasn't really been a good gangster film in a long time.
Yeah.
But even better, what about a gangster movie with a woman boss?
Like it.
We haven't seen that. Like, this was before.
So you came up with that?
Yeah, that's kind of how Duchess was conceived, really. And then we wrote the script 2018, and then we shot it in 2022.
You wrote it, co-wrote it as well?
Yes, co-wrote it with Neil Marshall, the director, who's fabulous, Game of Thrones, Hellboy, all that good stuff. So, yes, so it's almost like it's a gangster movie. It's about a woman's rise to power in a man's world.
Yeah.
I love a good voiceover. It's got a great, voiceover talking you through her thoughts and all this good stuff. And it's got a great cast. Stephanie Beacham.
Yes, I saw that. I love her.
Cole Meany, amazing. Philip Winchester, Sean Pertwee, like all
I saw an interview
fabulous.
Actually where Stephanie Beacham said she just thought you were, I think she said, you're terrific and unique. She loved working with you, didn't she?
Yeah, she was amazing. And like just hearing her stories on set, telling me about Marlon Brando, who's one of like my favourite actors ever.
Right.
Kind of
just
obsessed.
Keep telling me the story.
I know. I was a little bit obsessed with that. So that was amazing. But watch the trailer below, guys. Enjoy it.
Yeah. And it's out August the 9th, is that
August
right?
9th, yes. It's in cinemas August 9th. And then I think it runs for a week, and then it'll go to all the VOD digital platforms like Amazon, iTunes. But you can order it on Amazon, pre-order it now. Okay. So yes, it'd be great to see it on the big screen if you can. It's in all like the major cities, so that'd be really cool.
And the premiere for it?
The premiere is actually in LA.
Right, so I'm going to have to come over then.
I think you have to come to LA. I think you have to.
It makes sense.
It's a great excuse. 6th of August.
Right. Can be arranged, Kirsty.
6th of August.
Wow.
So I actually fly to LA on Sunday for. And this is my first British interview, and I love it. It's like because a lot of
very privileged then.
Well, I mean, like in regards to like promoting this film, because I've just been doing all the stuff for Duchess in the US, which has been great. But it's a very British film, so it's nice to. Be here in the heart of London talking about Duchess.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to put details on the screen below, again, of how you can check it out. Really exciting stuff. Talking of exciting, next song is by one of my favourite artists.
It has to be the classic Adele, Someone Like You.
It's one of those songs where you just have to power sing this one.
And it's just so... I love the simplicity to the music video. It's just so simple, but yet her voice and the lyrics are so... powerful.
Yeah.
So that's
the
one.
It. We'll see you after this.
I heard that you...
We've got some fun facts about you, Charlotte. Here we go.
Oh dear.
It's all good, I promise. You love to keep busy and active, is that right? You just don't stop, you're on the go the whole time?
Yes, pretty much. I'm trying to force myself. I literally have to force myself, like after a certain time, like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, like just chill, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of difficult with the time difference because LA is waking up at 5 o'clock here, 5 p.m. UK time. But I'm trying. Yes.
Yeah, I think it's good though to keep busy.
Yes.
Sometimes when I stop, I'm like, oh, you know, I think I'm actually better on adrenaline.
Yeah. Better busy, and then just like keeping fit overall, working out. Like it's just, I don't know. I just think it's really good, like mentally and physically.
Do you go hiking in LA? Because everyone hikes.
I do, yeah. When I'm in, it's amazing. It's amazing. The outdoors in LA is beautiful. Yeah.
And dog called Molly was the next fact. So we could just talk about Molly again for another hour. You were voted top 30 most inspiring people in the UK in a magazine. Is that right?
Yeah, that was very, very cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
So for your acting and producing and.
Yeah, I guess.
It's just been fabulous.
Yeah, so I guess, you know, a Brit, writer, producer, actress.
And from such a young age as well.
I know,
because I was like 5 years ago, like in my 30s, when I wanted to be a presenter, so I left it very late. But I always think like, when you know what you want to do so young, like I go into colleges and schools and like try and inspire young students, because I think if you know what you want to do, like you did, it's your passion, you love it, it's great, isn't it?
But then you did it as well.
Yeah, it's never too late. It's never too late.
It's not.
But
it's not.
I think when you find your passion, like you say, acting or presenting, and you get up and you just love it, don't you?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. And, you know, there's a lot of stuff, lots of logistics, lots of other stuff that it's not just doing what you love.
Yeah,
and being able to
graft. I like grafting.
Exactly, it's a graft.
And chocolate biscuits.
Oh yes, yes please. Chocolate digestive, please.
It's very English, isn't it? You love travelling. Like you're always in a different country, from what I can see. Is that right?
Yeah, I love to travel. I feel like if you can, like someone asked me the other day, like where do you like to work? Where do you like to write? Is it like Starbucks? Or I was like, no, I'd like to be somewhere as far away, the other side of the world, in a hut, on a beach somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Because that's like the inspirational thing for me. I get inspired. It can be like you can get inspired by the most random things, like just walking down the street, or I think just sitting in front of your laptop trying to figure something out, trying to write. It's very. I have to be somewhere. Yes. That inspires me. I have to be out in the world, living, experiencing.
Yeah. As soon as you go away, you feel good, don't you? Yeah, I think like sometimes you're stuck in a bit of a rut. So as soon as you have a change of scenery, you're like, oh.
It makes such a difference. That's why in was it January or February? I was like, I need to go somewhere else. Right, I'm going to go to Japan next week.
Oh, wow.
And then from Japan, I went to the Philippines that I absolutely fell in love with.
God.
And then there was like loads of dogs there that I just wanted to rescue and take home.
God, yeah, I'd want them all, that's the problem.
Yeah, and then literally I rented a motorcycle and went all around the town just like giving them like, bread and food and oh my God, it was just, I know.
I love it. You'd love to go back in time. I think I read this somewhere in an interview. Is that right?
Would I like to go back in time? Depends which era.
Which era would it be?
I think in my industry, the golden ages would be pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Like the real golden ages of, Brando and Liz Taylor and
absolute
all
icons.
All the classics. That would be pretty cool.
Yes.
I think going back in time just to check it out, right? just to be like,
a little bit.
Just for a day, like, okay, so what was it like?
No social media.
Oh God, no. No. What was it like in like the 30s or the 60s in Free Love in San Francisco where it started, and then what would it be like here, or the US studios? Was it 60, 80? What was it, studio?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
One of those. But just going back in time, and I think that would be really, really cool.
Yeah, just for a little bit. Now, we've got a bit of a special treat for you because I want to play one of your music videos.
Okay,
Is that okay with you?
Yes. It's something that I did quite a long time ago, and I don't really promote it or put it out there because I don't really class myself as a singer. One of them is called Eyes in Love. Charlotte Kirk, Eyes in Love, yeah.
Yes, here we go.
Love, 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 love. Is that what I see in your eyes?
questions, Charlotte, from some of our lovely viewers. So Jenny says, is it right that you are tipped to be the next Bond girl?
That's very difficult for me to answer. You know what they say about rumours, right?
Right. Yeah, we had to ask it.
Of course,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Maybe, watch this space. Any inkling? No comment.
You know, no comment, there you go.
No comment, there we go. We'll find out. Now, Martin says, how do you prepare for a role? How do you get into character? Because I always find that really fascinating. Like, do you just jump into it, or is it, hours beforehand that you get into character?
To be honest, every project is different. Some roles are more physical than others. I always go to my acting coach, Susan Batson, who's absolutely incredible. So I work with her a lot, and her method is quite method, which doesn't mean I stay in character the whole time, but I do take elements and experiences from myself to be able to relate to the character.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if you haven't felt these feelings before, how are you meant to be able? How can you identify?
Yeah.
And then breaking down the script,
right,
connecting it, and
learning lines.
And
that's my name this morning.
Yeah, no, that's like Duchess. There was a lot of lines.
Right.
I mean, the script was over 100 pages, and I was in like every scene, so there was a lot.
Do you panic? Are you overwhelmed? Do you just go, no, it's all right, I've got this?
I've learned not to. Before I was very, okay, this is a script and that's that. But now I've learned to, okay, I know my character, and if things change, because things always do change on set.
Yeah.
If they change, then it is what it is, and I just have to go with the flow.
Yeah.
Trust myself and my instincts. Very important.
You've got this, absolutely. And Sandra says, if you weren't an actor, what would you be?
I would be working with animals somehow or another, especially dogs.
We love you even more for saying that.
No, honestly, my fur baby is like my... It's just
do you know what? This is a whole other show, because we should do like celebrities with their dogs, because honestly, my dog is literally my whole life.
Yeah.
Like, the amount of time I take with my dog is ridiculous.
What dog do you have?
Golden cockapoo.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
So cockapoo is a half King Charles Spaniel, right?
Yes.
My dog's a King Charles Spaniel. Molly. The doggy from Lady and the Tramp. In my first film that I co-wrote and produced, I named one of the characters Molly Pryor. And at the end of the film, it's like, special thanks to Molly.
Molly, the star.
Yeah, of course,
I saw the thing on your Instagram that you were riding on your bike and she was...
I know.
Literally.
So that would be definitely...
Yes.
Working with animals.
I much prefer animals to people.
Oh gosh, me too. They're just the best, 100%.
They really are. They just love you. There's no drama. They just love you so much, don't they?
Unconditionally.
They really do. They really do. We're just sitting here just talking about our dogs for the whole show.
I can for the whole show.
Yeah, me too. Anyway.
Next time we'll bring both our dogs.
We will. There we go. But we're going to talk about your next song, because you're just picking some absolute classics. Go for it, Charlotte.
I would have to go for The Killers, The Bright Side.
Yeah, tune. Here we go.
Coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Gotta be down because of...
Charlotte, we've got a quick fire question rounds. It's getting more exciting by the minute. Here we go. Favourite thing about the UK?
The food.
Yes.
A lot of people wouldn't agree with me, but being a Brit, I mean, the chocolate.
When you come back to the UK, you like, get me to WH Smith and give me some chocolate.
Get me some Cadbury's, some dairy milk.
They don't do Maltesers in America. When I went to LA, we couldn't find Maltesers anywhere.
No.
It's so upsetting.
They have certain shops that is like specific
You've got to like
British
really
shops.
track it down,
Yes.
haven't you? Best tip to become an actress?
Just do it.
Like it.
Just do it. Like, you, as I said earlier, you have to try it to see if you want to do it, if you're good at it. And I believe that when you do something and you start off, it doesn't matter if you're, a runner on set or an assistant, whatever it is. I believe work gets work.
Yes.
So once you're on one production or whatever it is, if you're good and you network, you'll get onto the next one and the next one and the next one.
That is good advice. Favourite role you've ever played?
Duchess.
Just got to say that. And favourite movie that you just like chill out and watch at home? What would it be?
Oh God, I don't know if I would have one. I have like 5 different movies for different genres.
Do you?
Yeah, so difficult. No, I was like...
You can't pinpoint one.
I could choose like 5.
Yeah, go on, give us your top 5.
And they're very like different occasions. So when I'm in the horror mood, it would have to be The Thing, John Carpenter, The Shining, Alien, and Aliens, the first and the second one. And then if I'm in a gangster mood, it would be like Scarface, The Departed, Goodfellas.
Yeah. So my producer's type of films.
And then obviously if I'm in a classic, let's go back, what would I have to say? Gone with the Wind, On the Waterfront, Streetcar Named Desire. And that's just a few.
I like a rom-com.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you can't be a good romantic either as well. Like
The Notebook.
The Notebook. The Notebook.
I've seen it like 20 times.
Yeah,
I know
amazing.
the whole script.
It's beautiful. And Bridget Jones's Diary.
Bridget Jones. I mean,
Classic.
classics.
Classics.
Absolutely classics. But we want to talk about Duchess because we're so excited for it. Again, we're going to put details on the screen. It's out August
9th.
August the 9th. And Charlotte, we can't wait to see you in it. This is like pretty exciting, isn't it?
I'm so excited about this. And it's like a very different role that anyone's ever seen me before. They've seen me do full-on action. They've seen me do horror and badassery stuff. But like, this is next level. This is like a real character-driven piece. But it's just, you can have fun. You can have fun. It's a good old classic gangster British movie.
Right. We're definitely going to be tuning into that. But we want to say thank you to Kirsty, don't we?
Absolutely.
For helping organising this. Also to the venue where we are, Ginza, which is down at St James's Park, which is beautiful. It's stunning down here. Thank you to the weather, because it's just been delightful.
Thank you, England, for once, London, having nice weather.
Absolutely. And Charlotte, you are just very inspiring, you know, as a person. Thank you so much. And lovely with it. And thank you for giving us an insight, because we need to know your favourite chocolate and stuff. You know, it's been, we've found out a lot of content today.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Next time we'll have our dogs with us and we'll have some chocolate.
Yes,
and a cup of tea.
Oh, nice cup of tea. You can't go wrong. It's the amazing Charlotte Kirk, everyone.
Thank you.
Huge thank you, Charlotte Kirk. What an amazing guest on tonight's show. And thank you to you at home for supporting the show. It really is much appreciated. Thank you. Now, I will see you same time, same place next week.
Whenever you're walking by